is a fantastically snowy February 2nd outdoors right now. I spent a good portion of this morning contemplating riding inside, and I am real glad I decided to be out here. The snow late last night, even early this morning, it was kind of supposed to be like rain. It was just kind of supposed to be a pretty miserable day, but instead, totally beautiful, big snowflakes. It's just a great place to be. There's no two ways about it. It's just lovely out here. Maybe even a little romantic. Ah, c'est assez beau ça. Quand c'est froid comme ceci, l'eau ça tourne à la glace, puis la neige ça couvert. Il y a beaucoup de personnes ici qui ne savent pas que dans l'école, moi, j'étais en immersion français. Alors je peux parler français, mais c'est pas le meilleur au monde. I did bring the FARRTT out. And I think my favorite part about the FARRTT is that you guys abbreviate it to FARRTT, 2 R's and 2 T's, which is very funny. Farts will always be a funny joke to me. I woke up this morning after yesterday's 5K, like pretty sore, more sore than I would have expected. But one thing I find that helps a lot with any sort of soreness, without looking it up at all or knowing any sort of its merits, is just to go get moving a little bit, like get warmed up, and it kind of takes a lot of those aches and pains away. So I'll just get myself moving and that'll be good. Yeah, maybe a little more than I meant to do in the snow. Maybe a little. A couple people were asking from yesterday's upload where we went over the entire build of this entire shop space, where GTMX definitely did make some appearances in a couple of different forms. There was some question about what is up with GTMX right now? Like, where is it? Why did he have an electric motor on? Like, why was there a big battery on him before? Well, this is the current state of GTMX. No bottom bracket, no crank, no stem, no bar. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna take them apart even further, well, now. If there's gonna be any build on this channel that is a fantastic example of something that was a lot more fun to tinker with and put together than it is to actually ride, this build is gonna be the perfect example of that. Because riding it the first time was definitely kind of fun. Riding it the second time, figuring out that it definitely had its issues and it wasn't doing what I was hoping it would do, was a little less fun. And then the third time was just kind of the end of it. But remembering the process, this disc brake tab I actually made by taking the like bolt-on piece, this, putting it down on a piece of paper, dotting in where the holes were, and then drawing out what I wanted it to look like. And at the time I had a job, the place I worked at had some like steel there. So me and the guys, we cut it out of some of the steel that was there. That's where this tab came from. And then I found out about framebuildersupply.com and that you could just buy them and they're like $8 or something. But like building it myself was kind of cool and it did work. And then there was the mess of trying to find a fork that was short enough that wasn't gonna make this thing all stupid looking. So I learned about like 400-ish millimeter axle to crown length being correct for 26-inch bikes, which is cool knowledge to have. The seat post was stuck and I pierced a screwdriver through the seat tube trying to get it out, and I thought the frame was wrecked. Instead, I patched it up with weld as well. Just overall, the whole process, just trying to fix all the mistakes, fix everything that was going on, was super fun. But pedaling this was not that fun, and when I tried to do bar spins with it, there was so much toe overlap, even with the short cranks, that it was a liability. So I just kind of stopped riding. And so, like any bike in the Spindat fleet that isn't getting ridden anymore, it fell victim to the vulture-like culture here, and I started just taking parts off of it for other bikes. The cranks and bottom bracket, those are on a bike that in the summer, I ride every single day, going to hang out with the guys at the dirt jumps. This bike in every way is superior to what the GTMX ever was. The grips are currently on the Twin T, and the bars that were on this were scavenged for that bike that we gave away, when was that? October, to the young guy that was riding the jumps on that really scary bike. So they're getting used daily. They're getting a lot more use than they ever did on this thing. So I'm very much hyped to have those things get put to good use, more so than just keeping a bike that wasn't very good together. But what happens when you take a bike apart? Well, it becomes something that you definitely can't ride, and then it's just in the way. And that's why I'm taking it apart fully now, because I'm never gonna put it back together, and I'm gonna get rid of this so it's not in my way anymore. And there you go. Now you know what's going on with GTMX. He's not here anymore. He's gone. Oh, and as for the time that it had the battery with like the motor on it, I had a mid-drive motor on them for like a day just to see if it was fun, and it kind of wasn't. So yeah, definitely a build that was just a lot more fun to put together than it actually was to ride. Bit of hype there at the start, but quick fall off. Real quick fall off. And actually it's Saturday now. There's a reason I made another one of these type of videos. We're getting like pretty slaughtered by a snowstorm right now, which is supposed to go on for a few days, which is very ironic for one of the videos I posted in the last few days. So I have to go I gotta go shovel again.